Hi there. Today we're going to talk about Paw Pet Massage. This is for your little furry friends. You can do this with your cat or you can do it with your dog. But in this event, I have two rescue dogs. I have Bobby and Coco, and today we're going to work on Coco. And for your dog that has a little bit of finicky feet, this is Coco. And she doesn't like her feet to be touched that much. So what we do is get her used to touching her feet. So I've been working on Coco's feet, just rubbing her little feet now and then when she's laying beside me, just to get her used to my touch. So if you have a dog that's like that, you're just going to have to practice with that. So we're just going to lay her back, on her back, just like that. Scratch her belly a little bit so she's feeling nice and comfortable. And then you're going to start and just come up the leg, down to the foot, and you're going to start right here in the pad of the foot. See, she's a little finicky, so you have to use one hand kind of like to scratch and keep them eased, and you're going to rub in between each little pad, starting with the center pad, giving it a nice gentle stroke, spreading, in other words, splaying the feet. See, she's still a bit finicky, so we don't force it any. And then we come up to her wrist, and we just gently massage the wrist right up the arm here, into here, and back down. Just gently massaging back down to her feet, to the little middle pads, and rubbing onto the pads. She just doesn't like going to them in between her toes at this point, like that. And you do this again with the next foot. Switch hands, start with a little pad, down to the little pad, splay the toes, and then up to here the wrist. This is the hock part of the dog's leg. Good girl, Coco. Like that. Then you can come down the body and come down to the legs down here. Now let's get our other little fella here. Here, Bobby. Come, Bobby. So here we have Bobby. Bobby's another one of my rescue pups. He's such a good boy. He's the older one. He's older than Coco. So we're just going to lay him gently on his backside again. So with Bobby, he's different from Coco again. He doesn't have a big a problem with me going in between the toes. He's got more spindly legs than Coco, and longer, of course. And then we're just massaging up here to his elbow, back down to his wrist, the hock area, and just the pad, getting the center pad and splaying the feet. And he doesn't have a problem with that at all. Again, come on over to the other foot. Now this foot was broken for Bobby. When we got him, he's had a rough start in life. So I massaged this leg quite a bit. So down to the wrist here, and then we're gonna just again do the pad. If we can see the pad here, this is the center pad. And then we're working his little pads and spreading the toes out, massaging in between the toes. He has a problem with this one because this one's been hurt, but it does seize up on him, so it's a good thing to do for your dogs. Now another thing to do for your dogs is when you're finished, you can buy like a little paw salve that you can put on the feet right on the pads, and you rub that all in, so that'll soften up the pads. If you don't have that, if you have coconut oil in the house, use that because it's edible for the dogs and it won't harm them. So be very careful what you put on the pads. I recommend coconut oil or something that has been made especially for dogs' pads. And see, like that. So there we have it.